They are ready for this comeback. Have you ever felt like the world counted you out? Like everyone decided that your story was over, that your best days were behind you? Let me ask you something. What does it feel like to be underestimated? To be ignored? To be left behind while everyone else pretends you never existed? It burns, doesn't it? That quiet rage, that silent storm building inside of you. They think you're done, but what they don't know is that this is just the beginning. The comeback they're not ready for is brewing within you. Every comeback begins with a fall. Yours might have been sudden or slow, but the pain was sharp. Maybe you lost everything you built. Maybe you were betrayed by the very people you trusted. Maybe you failed, and the world watched. Whatever your fall looked like, one thing was certain, it left a scar. They laughed, didn't they? They whispered behind your back, they'll never recover. Maybe they even pitied you. But here's the truth they'll never understand, that fall wasn't the end of your story. It was the plot twist. Because in the silence, in the loneliness, and in the humiliation, something began to change inside of you. They think they broke you. They think they've won. But what they didn't see was the fire they lit in your soul. A fire that's about to consume everything that stands in your way. You see, the fall was necessary. It stripped away the illusions, the fake support, the distractions. It forced you to confront your weaknesses and your fears. It made you raw, vulnerable, and painfully aware of who you are and who you are not. And that pain? That was your awakening. That was the moment you decided that you would never stay down. Listen. Comebacks don't happen overnight. There's a phase no one talks about. It's not glamorous. It's not Instagram-worthy. It's ugly, raw, and brutally lonely. It's when you're working in the dark, with no applause, no recognition, and no guarantees. They see your silence and think you've given up. But silence doesn't mean surrender. Silence is strategy. While they're busy celebrating your downfall, you're busy rebuilding, brick by brick, piece by piece. No shortcuts. No handouts. Just relentless, unyielding effort. In the quiet, you learn things about yourself. You discover strength you didn't know you had. You realize that you don't need their approval, their validation, or their help. You learn to rely on yourself because, in the end, you're the only one who truly knows what you're capable of. And here's the thing about the quiet work, it changes you. It teaches you patience, discipline, and resilience. It teaches you to embrace the grind, to fall in love with the process, and to find pride in the effort, not just the outcome. By the time they notice what you've been doing, it will be too late. The foundation you've built in the dark will be unshakable. The rage within. There's a misconception about comebacks. People think they're driven by hope or optimism. But the truth is, the most powerful comebacks are fueled by something darker, rage. Not the kind of rage that makes you reckless, but the kind that sharpens you, focuses you, and drives you forward. This isn't about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. It's about channeling every ounce of pain, every insult, every betrayal, and turning it into fuel. It's about using that fire to forge something unbreakable. You've been through hell. And now, you're taking all that darkness and turning it into power. They thought they were burying you, but all they did was plant a seed. And now, that seed is growing into something they can't control. This rage isn't destructive, it's transformative. It's the energy that gets you out of bed when you're exhausted. It's the force that pushes you to keep going when every part of you wants to quit. It's the voice in your head that says, not yet. You're not finished. The person they thought you were no longer exists. That version of you died in the fall. What rose from the ashes is something stronger, wiser, and far more dangerous. You've learned to let go of the need for validation. You've learned to embrace solitude. You've learned to fight battles in the shadows where no one can see you coming. They wanted to see you broken, but instead, they created a force they can't comprehend. This transformation isn't just physical or external. It's mental. It's emotional. It's spiritual. You've become a version of yourself that no one, not even you, thought was possible. And now, you're ready to show the world what you've become. Transformation is painful. It requires you to shed old beliefs, old habits, and sometimes, old relationships. But on the other side of that pain is freedom. Freedom to be who you are without apology. Freedom to chase what you want without hesitation. Freedom to live on your terms. Here's the moment they're not ready for. The moment you step back into the arena. The moment they realize you're not just back, you're better, stronger, and hungrier than ever before. They'll try to dismiss you at first. It's just a fluke, they'll say. But as you keep winning, as you keep rising, the whispers will turn into gasps. And eventually, they'll have no choice but to acknowledge the truth: you've become unstoppable. This comeback isn't about revenge. It's not about making them regret underestimating you. It's about reclaiming your power. It's about showing yourself that you are always capable. That the fall didn't break you. It made you. And when you stand there, victorious, remember that this is not the end. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. Because comebacks aren't just about getting back to where you were. They're about surpassing every limit, every expectation, and every doubt. Every great comeback starts with a vision. It's the image of who you want to become, of what you want to achieve. It's the dream that keeps you awake at night and gets you out of bed in the morning. Your vision isn't just a goal, it's a promise to yourself. It's the blueprint for your rise. And the best part? It's yours. No one can take it from you. They can laugh at it, doubt it, or try to undermine it, but they can't stop it. Hold on to that vision. Nurture it. Protect it. Because it's the light that will guide you through the darkest moments. And when you achieve it, they'll finally understand what you were fighting for. You're not just coming back, you're coming back as a warrior. Warriors don't seek approval. They don't ask for permission. They take what's theirs. They fight for what they believe in, and they never back down. A warrior knows the battle isn't over until they say it is. A warrior doesn't fear failure because they've already survived the worst. And now, you have the heart of a warrior. You've faced your demons and emerged stronger. This mentality is your weapon. It's what separates you from the rest. While they hesitate, you act. While they doubt, you believe. And while they fall, you rise. Momentum is a powerful thing. Once you start, it's hard to stop. And now, you're unstoppable. Every step you take, every win you achieve, builds on the one before it. Momentum isn't just about movement, it's about purpose. It's about channeling all the pain, the rage, the lessons, and the transformation into forward action. The world may try to slow you down, but they're too late. You've gained too much speed, too much focus, too much determination. With every small victory, you prove to yourself that you're not just back, you're better. You're faster, stronger, and sharper than ever before. Momentum feeds itself. It turns doubts into certainties and failures into fuel. They underestimated the force of your comeback, but what they'll never grasp is that you're not just riding a wave of momentum, you're creating it. And nothing, not their doubts, their opinions, or their attempts to stop you, can stand in your way now. Every comeback demands a price. The sleepless nights, the sacrifices, the relentless grind, it takes a toll. But you've paid it willingly because you know the value of what you're fighting for. You've let go of comfort, of ease, of shortcuts. You've chosen the harder path because you understand that nothing worth having comes without struggle. And though the price is steep, the reward is priceless. They'll never understand what it took to get here. They'll see the result but not the sacrifices. But that's okay. This wasn't for them, it was for you. There comes a moment in every comeback when the world is forced to take notice. It's the moment when you reveal everything you've been working for, everything you've become. They'll try to deny it at first. They'll try to downplay it. But the truth is undeniable. You're back, and you're better than ever. This isn't about revenge. It's about reclaiming your power. It's about standing tall and saying, I'm still here, and I'm not going anywhere. Comebacks aren't just about the present, they're about the future. Every step you take, every battle you win, is laying the foundation for a legacy. Your story isn't just for you. It's for everyone who doubted themselves, everyone who felt like giving up, everyone who needed proof that comebacks are possible. Your legacy will be more than just a success story. It will be a testament to resilience, to strength, to the power of never giving up. Rising above. They'll try to pull you back down. They'll try to drag you into the mud. But you've risen above it. You've outgrown their pettiness, their jealousy, and their negativity. You're no longer playing by their rules. You've created your own path, and you're walking it unapologetically. Rising above isn't about ignoring the past, it's about choosing not to let it define your future. There's a fire inside you now, a fire that can't be extinguished. You've been tested, beaten, and pushed to the brink, but you've emerged stronger every time. Your spirit is unbreakable. It's the foundation of your comeback, the force that drives you forward, the light that guides you through the darkest moments. They'll never understand how you've done it. But they don't need to. All that matters is that you're here, and you're not stopping. The comeback they'll never forget. This is it. The moment they feared but never saw coming. You've arrived, not as the person they once knew, but as the person you were always meant to be. This comeback isn't just a return, it's a revolution. It's a statement. It's a reminder that no matter how far you fall, you can always rise again. They aren't ready for this. But you are. And now, it's time to show them. The stage is yours. The spotlight is on. And this time, you're not holding back. This is your comeback. That's all. I'm out.